Okay, hello. I'm here, Mr. the Bugle, or known as Skeletor, and I'm going to show off a little invention of mine. I don't know if it's original, I don't really care if it's original or not, but it's going to be a parkour impact-ready bag. Dive rolls, other stuff that you do in parkour that you might want a backpack to carry stuff in, and you don't want to be slowed down about putting the backpack down to do parkour if you really need to get to places. Hope that describes it well enough. I'll explain it more if need be. So, here's my little bag here. Looks kind of ugly right now, but it's only version 1. Version 2 or 3 is going to look a lot better than this. I'm going to use a lot better materials. The mats are probably one of the only things that's probably going to stay, other than the whole backpack idea. For sure. Now, I've tested this out. Now, but this is going to be my little documenting that it works and all this kind of stuff. So, I've only had someone to really test out the higher limits of this bag.
This is something I can use for parkour.
Yes.
What is it?
It's a parkour impact ready bag. So you put all the stuff you need in there, do a dive roll, won't feel a thing with this thing on your back. You put cans, bananas, your wallet, all in the bag, you won't feel a thing. Of course, version 2 might have more pads in there and it won't look as ugly.
Sounds useful. So what all are you going to be putting in here for me?
Okay, we're going to start with, maybe I'll put your phone in there too. Okay, no problem. Maybe version 2 will test it. Okay, we're going to put a wallet in here, something you don't want in your pants while doing parkour. You just really don't like the weight in there, at least I don't. We're going to put keys. These are just my backup keys. And deodorant.
You always need deodorant on parkour adventures.
Pretty breakable. Pretty ugly bag, but version 2 will have a much more sturdy bag. Water bottle, just for a statement. Get it all in there. Got a little thing so everything stays in the right spot. Of course, it's not for sure, but it does a lot better than the earlier part of it, before the modifications. So most of the stuff will mostly be towards the bottom, the right spot of the pad, and then you tie this on just to make sure it doesn't wiggle, and you got your backpack right here.
Okay, so I'm going to test out doing a dive Kong, a dive roll, a jump off something and a flip off the table, and then a flip on the ground, correct?
Yep.
Okay, let's do it.
And also mention how light it is, if it does feel light or not.
It's really light.
And as I predicted, you're only limited by how heavy the stuff that you put in it. 2 stiff foam pads. Sandwich in a bag.
Also representing take flight here in the parkour field.
Okay, get some distance here.
Also, you guys have seen the preview. They have Assassin's Creed Reset Protocol. Here's my assassin mask. I know it's cracked, but I'll fix that. So, first test, .com.
Pretty nice. You might want to tighten the string just to make sure. It didn't affect your Kong very much, did it? Very light. And we have a water bottle in there. A 1 liter. Is it 2 liter water bottle?
It's 2 liter.
Yeah, it's a 2 liter. It's a 2 liter, and he didn't feel it at all.
Next, dive roll.
Again, there is a water bottle and a few other things that is hard on your could be hard on your back, and he didn't feel a thing. Okay. Next part of the test.
A flip. Because doing flips with packs on is one of the hardest things.
Yeah, I would argue with that one.
Like it.
Okay.
Now flip on the ground. With that, if we do a flip on the ground on this, then this will be very useful to me.
Was it hard to get used to at all? Okay. Now the last part of the test. Jumping off something with impact.
Oh, I mean, jump.
Yeah. So it's a 2-parter test. This is version 1.3. Earlier versions, the bag did move around a lot, but it still did not affect how different the landing felt. The bag moves around a lot less with the recent modifications to it, such as extra strings to make sure it doesn't move around. And again, we didn't feel a thing when testing it.
Nope.
He didn't feel a thing when testing it, thanks to those two stiff mats and how they're kind of sandwiching the bag.
Now to test.
You want to pull that string first, that will help make it a lot easier. Now let's see if anything is unscratched, undamaged. Starting with the water bottle. Nothing. No water. No water. Look. Nope.
Nothing. Rubik's Cube.
No scratches whatsoever.
Yeah, in perfect formation to use. Wallet.
That could be harsh on your back in any backpack.
And the keys. These things can stab you.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say it's a successful test. Thank you. And I'll have to look in the market for us.
Yep.